They can't all be wildfires or controlled burns because they all
No,
break out
they
at
could
the
be.
same rough time. The first set, of course, is
Shit.
going, and
This
then
is
boom,
what-
boom, 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 all the others start going, and then they'll be gone by tomorrow, which means they're not even controlled burns either. But then they reappear until we get an earthquake, and then once the earthquake hits, then they stop. People tried to tell me it was farmers burning their fields back in 2011. I didn't believe it. And then I got the higher resolution imagery like we just did, and we go in and we find out it's not a farmer's field. It's a frack op that's at the location. And is it any wonder that it's Arkansas, Oklahoma, Kansas, and Texas? Those are our fracking ops. So it's not just the volcano here over in Arizona, it's also our pumping operations over to the east, all coming under pressure and compression right now. And then, of course, you guys also know that there was a big blowout over in Oklahoma just a day and a half ago. Right? So big blowout over there. That's probably related as well, although I can't prove that. This I can prove. I can trace it back to the volcanoes. We can trace these smoke plumes back to the pumping operations. It's not happening in other states, proving that it's not some kind of wildfire or control burn, because wildfires have to be massive to show up on GOES satellite imagery. They have to be huge. Just huge. And it may very well be that there's now fires that accompany these events that go on, because it obviously would be some burning going on somewhere down below ground that would immediately start coming up to the surface, and then you would get fires breaking out. And then you will get smoke that goes on for days and huge fires. But first things first, why are they all happening at the pumping operations only? See, I mean, you can see all the rest of the states
This
here,
is
right? This is your
intentional.
own lying eyes don't lie to you. You can see all the other
Intentional.
states have forests. All the other states have fires going on in them. At some point, small fires, big fires, all those kind of things, even fires in cities. Smokestacks going from energy generation towers, not showing up here. They have to be huge to show up on satellite imagery from space. So whatever's going on there is being influenced by something. I think they're tied together. This is the third time we've seen this happen since 2011. Once in 2011, once in 2012. Then skip forward several years, and now here we are. So we're 5 years later, it's happening again.
is that?
Oh, also proof that it's not farmers burning their fields or any kind of wildfire
That's
control burns,
weird.
because we would have seen it in every year since, right? I mean, they do control burns every year. They do farmers burn their fields every year. So we would have seen it over and over and over again, repeatable, and we're only seeing it at a time with heightened unrest, seismically speaking. A 6.0 just struck on the west coast today. So 6.0 strikes on the west coast, 5.8 and a 5.0. And now we have the San Francisco volcanic field showing steaming, all of Southern California steaming around Salton Sea, and then going over to the Midwest, we have smoke plumes appearing at our pumping operations and earthquake striking, by the way, in Texas as well as Oklahoma. You're going to have to put it all together yourself. By the way, a microquake also struck today right here in Arkansas, right on the Craton edge. We are under serious stress on the West Coast. Not just me under serious stress in my life here at my house. Apparently the whole country, the whole Craton, is under pressure right now. So I was just getting on to go look at the weather and go check out what's happening here on the West Coast. And next thing you know, we got a plume situation going on here that's coming from the volcano. See, that's another reason that you know it's not just a control burn or something. It's only coming from the volcano. I mean, if they were going to do it somewhere else, I mean, if they were doing it around Flagstaff or down to the southwest in the forests or something, I would understand. But this is out in the desert side of the volcanic field, and it's moisture, not smoke, and it's gone within a few hours. Okay? Oh, and it's a massive area all at once, proving it's not some kind of just little fire or something, you know what I mean? Or not some kind of control burn, or some kind of wildfire, even too big for that. I mean, we're talking an entire 50-mile stretch all at once, and then it's gone. There you go. I mean, proof. Heat, energy, it's not that scandalous. It's not that crazy. It's not meaning an interruption. Nobody needs to sell their house. It's not that big of a deal, really. It's a sign of seismic pressure transferring across the area, inundating the area. As a matter of fact, there's so much pressure introduced right now on the edge of the plate that it's hitting these ancient magma chambers. I want you to imagine the pressure coming on the western side of the North American plate and filling up the plate, the Craton, the whole United States, filling it up with pressure from the bottom up. And as that pressure comes up and builds up into the plate, it then compresses the ancient magma chambers of these old volcanoes. That's why all the other volcanoes are swarming right now on the west coast as well. So it's not like it's just Salton Sea. We're talking about Mammoth Mountain. We're talking about, see these right here? Let me go show you, as a matter of fact. You don't have to take my word for it. We'll go to Little Lake, California, and show you the new swarm that just broke out today. Now, there is a little lake there, but there's something else you're probably going to want to see.
What?
That's not lake-related. Okay, so come along with me. See this? See, unnamed volcanic butte? Well,